Hi guys, how are y'all doing? Long time no see. I have gone yet another full month without vlogging, and I'm happy to be back. Last month was super crazy for me. I was gone for the majority of it. I was away in China visiting some of my family. So for today's vlog, I thought I would just quickly share with you guys some of the highlights. I did film some footage, so I'm gonna put them together, hopefully in a fun little montage, and just kind of update you guys on where I've been and what I've been up to. The first stop on my trip was Hong Kong, and we went there for only 2 days, and the primary purpose of the trip was to meet up with one of my friends and also drop off a few pieces of artwork for an upcoming show that I'm having in a gallery in Hong Kong. So overall, I had a wonderful time, and here are some highlights. We're in Hong Kong! Currently, it is super hot and humid. We're on our way to drop off my paintings at the gallery and then probably going to have our third meal of the day. We woke up at... Why are you... Okay, he's gonna interpretive dance everything I say. But yeah, we woke up at like 6 a.m. because of jet lag, and we've just been eating nonstop. So it's been a great vacation so far. We stayed in the KOWLOON district, which was so cozy and full of life and culture, not to mention some of the most interesting architecture I've ever seen. It was definitely a very quintessential Hong Kong neighborhood, and I really loved it. Just walking around in the alleyways and checking out all the local shops was super interesting to me, and it's one of my favorite parts of traveling. Hong Kong also has some really cool interior spaces with just the most unique type of decor. Every restaurant we went to had so much character, and also I loved the double-decker buses, even though it looked like they might topple over. Also, the food in Hong Kong just cannot be beat. We ate our faces off and pretty much never went hungry, but we just wanted to try every type of local cuisine, from really high-end restaurants that serve some of the best food I've ever had to some really top-notch local places that serve just really cool snacks that you'll never get in the United States. And before we left, we took a quick visit to CHUNGKING Mansions, which is a really interesting space. It's actually known to be a little bit scary and sketchy, but we thought it was really fun. There's supposedly some of the best curry you can get in Asia, the most authentic curry, and yeah, overall, Hong Kong was an awesome experience. I really loved the urban jungle feel, and I'll definitely be back. And the next leg of our trip was in China. We went to visit both my boyfriend's family and also my family, and we celebrated his grandfather's 100th birthday party. It was such an honor. And we, of course, stopped by to pet all the bunnies they had running around on our hotel grounds, since we're crazy animal lovers. And this was a really cool futuristic bullet train that we took between cities. It's really amazing to see how much technological progress China has made in the last few years. People even pay with their smartphones instead of using credit cards. Oh, and this is a really cute nightly event that they do at the town plaza for exercise and overall merriment. I really loved it. And it didn't occur to me until now that I'm editing that most of the footage I shot from my travel vlog involves close-ups of food. So as you can tell, one of my favorite highlights of the trip, right behind, of course, spending time with my family, was eating all the delicious food. And even looking at the footage now, I'm beginning to feel a little bit hungry and definitely super nostalgic. So sorry for all the food shots. And last but not least, there was a really interesting Chinese clubbing experience. There was a fake Diplo DJ. Obviously, this is not actually Diplo, but surprisingly, he turned out to be very talented and his set was bomb. So this pretty much includes all the footage I shot in my Asia trip. I am super excited to go back again. I'm planning to go back in the spring. I just couldn't get enough of quality family time and all the really fun adventures that you can go on in Asia. It truly is such a different place, and every time I go back every few years, it changes so fast. So I really want to make the most of my time and go back a little bit more frequently. Oh, and real quick, I wanted to thank you guys so much for your suggestions on the various animal charities that I could get involved with. I definitely took notes and I'll be doing more research soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed that segment and it was fun to have you guys along with me on my travels. And real quickly, I wanted to gush about this really cool new apron that I just received from Coda Organics. And I am so obsessed with it. It's my first ever artist apron. It's great for stashing things like your brushes, or maybe you have oil paint you can put into this front pocket here. It's got so many little compartments and I can't wait to use it. It's made from all organic materials and made in the United States. So if you guys want to check out more information, I'll have it in the link below. Alright, and since I haven't done one of these in a while, I'm going to do another Ask Happy D Artist session. For those of you who aren't familiar with this, basically all you have to do is go on Instagram and repost any of my artworks on your own Instagram page and ask me any question you want in the captions, and make sure to use the hashtag AskHappyDArtist so that I can see it. And occasionally in these vlogs I will go through your questions and randomly select one to keep it fair and answer some of them. So today I'm gonna try to knock a few off. Okay, the first one is from Tiveda Yasmin. I'm really sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. And she or he asks, will you be doing Inktober? Love your art and I'm hoping I have enough money next month to pledge to you on Patreon. Have a nice day, Happy. Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, for Inktober, so I don't think I'll be doing the traditional Inktober, which is you do an ink drawing every day for the month of October. Instead, I think what I'm gonna try to do is once a week, try to make either a drawing or a mixed media piece or maybe even a painting if I have time. But yeah, once a week try to do something in the kind of Halloween horror genre and make my own, I guess, sort of Inktober. It'll more be like any medium you want tober. Okay, that doesn't sound as good. But yeah, I think I definitely want to do something and take advantage of the Halloween season and try to do something fun, but probably not the traditional Inktober because I just simply don't have time, although I wish I did because it sounds really fun. Next question is from Charlie VI9 and she or he asks, hello Happy D Artist, I wanted to ask you about the process of doing commissions. What kind of requests do you accept? How does the process of coming up with ideas work? And what are other important things you have to pay attention to? Alright, well I just made a commissions video, so please check that out if you want a more in-depth kind of explanation about commissions. But real quick, personally the commissions that I really love to accept are the ones where the client is really open and wants me to exercise my creative freedom and be able to kind of do things my way using my style. Those are the commissions that are the most fun because I have the most creative control. However, you know, sometimes just because a client has a list of things that they want doesn't mean that the commission won't be fun. You can take their long list of requirements as like a good challenge for yourself to try to push something out of your comfort zone and paint something that you otherwise would never have thought of. And in terms of how does the process of coming up with ideas work, I really recommend you to collaborate with your client as much as possible and do so during the concept sketching phase so that you don't commit to working several hours on an actual painting or a more well-rendered drawing. In your kind of rough draft planning stage, make sure to always share your concepts and what you have planned and make sure you and the client are on the same page. This question is from Aya. I'm just butchering the names today. She or he says, the saying life imitates art is quite popular. What do you think? Does life imitate art or is it the other way around? P.S. You're my ultimate role model. Oh, well thank you so much, Aya. But life imitates art, that's really interesting. So I really do think life does imitate art rather than the other way around. I think art is almost like a portal to another dimension, and excuse me while I sound super philosophical here, but I truly believe that art is the way we express our souls and express a part of us that we're usually not in touch with in our everyday lives. And I feel like there's some sort of magical, I mean, you could call it inspiration, you could call it creativity, you can call it muse, but I feel like there's a special kind of like magical fire in every single person. Like maybe that's what gives people like a purpose or a calling, and that fire is kind of what drives our everyday lives. And I feel like sometimes when we get into a routine or a habit, and even me as someone who does art as their career, I still fall into kind of the same patterns and routines. So when you get too used to something, or you don't take enough time to kind of slow down and listen to that voice, that fire inside of you, you can drown it out with just kind of your everyday errands and your everyday kind of to-do lists. So I feel like when you take the time to either create art or to consume art, whether it's music or going to a gallery or watching a movie, you kind of evoke or kind of, how should I say it, you ignite that fire again inside of you. And whether it's really passionately or just to a small degree, you kind of become in touch with that innate spirit part of your being. So I definitely think that life imitates art, and art allows us to kind of access that avenue of ourselves that normally we don't get to access. Sorry, I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, basically I think that there is a fire and love for art, no matter what form art comes in, and that exists inside all of us. And I think in our everyday lives, it's something that we try to access, or we enjoy accessing. And yeah, that is my really confusing explanation. I'm really sorry. Look at this. Look at this lazy little fatty behind me. It's so funny. I think my cats always enjoy lying on objects that camouflage them. So Juan here always loves to lie on like dark gray things like my hoodie. It's so cute. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the vlog right here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this vlog was kind of short, but I really hope to get more of these out for you guys and just kind of be more active on YouTube in general. It's so hard to get back in the swing of things after you take a long trip, but I'm really excited for what October has in store, and I wish you all nothing but the best. So I hope you guys enjoy your day, your week, wherever you are, and thanks again so much for all your support, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye!